I'm Cristina Howorun outside of the former Mr. Christie's plant in Etobicoke. Now, for the past 4 years, this plant has been idle, but this week, activity has actually started once again. They're not baking cookies, they're not cooking crackers, they're actually tearing it down. A demolition permit was issued for this area in April, and now all of the structures that take up land on this 27-acre parcel of land are coming down, with one exception, something you can't see right now from this angle, but the iconic water tower, something you've seen every time you drive into the city using the Gardiner. That is going to stay, and that's according to the owners of this facility, who say that they actually want to have that incorporated into any sort of future plans for the land. So what do those future plans look like? Well, they don't even know for sure, but the lands here are actually zoned as employment lands. That's something that may have to change. The owners of this land, First Capital Realty, want to see a development here that will actually be multi-use. They want employment here, they want to have retail here, and they want to have residential here. And that's something that the area's councillor, Mark Grimes, is absolutely opposed to.
My position is no more residential. We cannot handle it now. Before anything happens on that land, we need transit first, right? And that's going to be committed to, built, I think, because we're at the tipping point there now. And people are irate about it, and I don't blame them, but we need transit down there.
And that's because the population in this area around Parklawn and Lakeshore has boomed over the past decade. You can see there are about 24 high-rise condominiums that are already here. Many others are under construction. Even across the street, we're seeing construction ongoing at this place right here. And there are many other development proposals for this neighborhood. The end result is that traffic can be congested, clogged, and transit is an absolute nightmare. Now, one thing that the community and the city councilor want to see is a transit hub incorporated into these lands, and something that the owner isn't opposed to, but that Metrolinx has already rejected. They say there just simply isn't a good enough, strong enough business case for it to be here. Now that means that any transit options are really limited to bus and streetcar. Now Mark Grimes tells us that in the coming weeks, he does expect a report coming to council that will see a dedicated streetcar line that could take people from Parklawn all the way downtown. That, he says, is coming to council within the next couple of weeks. And also a master plan for the neighborhood. That's expected within the next couple of months. So we could see some major transit developments. But as for what's going to be happening here, the owners say they have not filed a formal development plan yet. And Grimes says anything that's going to happen here will take years to come to fruition.